think we're live.
Everyone. Oh my gosh, we are
Hello.
live. Hello, good morning, good evening, whatever time zone you're in. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Monica from Geeks A Go Go. We are CartographR, and we're here today to play with gamers from the AAPI gamer community. Today's GM is Joanna from CartographR, my co-founder for CartographR, and we will be playing Here Comes Yokai. Welcome everyone to our game. Let's start with a round of introductions. Let's start with our lovely GM for this morning.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Joanna. I'm going to be your game master today. We're playing a brand new RPG. I will explain later. But basically, what I do is I'm a creator of CartographR. It's an augmented reality app you're going to see today to really augment your 3D assets and make your game much easier to play. And it's basically a pocket universe. We're really proud of it. And I also do D&D research. I also do games while learning, related research, and also write stories.
I'm Calvin. I'm a games writer, and sometimes I'm in movies. But yeah, I'm here. I'm happy to be playing a tiger, which is the animal whose year I was born in. So I feel very, very connected to Ithala the tiger.
Hi, everyone. My name's Tim. Today I'm also playing a tiger. His name is Yoo-hoo, and he's a tiger who lives in a cave, and he's not very brave. He likes his ingredients fresh because he's a chef, and he's on a quest to craft a dish so delish that the gods grant his wish to become immortal. I'm playing Yoo-hoo today, and yeah, tiger is also a great animal and one that's very important to me.
Emperatriz. I love saying that name. It's so regal.
Hi, thank you. Yeah, and thanks for having us today. I'm Emperatriz Ung, she, they. I'll be playing as Ray the Fox. I don't know if I have like a special connection with foxes, but I did recently get this like stuffed animal, and then I saw that fox was like one of the animals, so I went for it. I'm a game designer and writer, work as a narrative designer in mobile games, research tabletop game mechanics as well, and I also have like done a fellowship recently with Asian American Writers Workshop, and yeah, I'm Chinese Colombian, and I think like solidarity within the community is like extremely important, and so I'm just so happy and so grateful that we're having this here today. And yeah, my fox, Ray, she has tried to use her magic to like help like grow those like magic herbs, these magic herbs, to like become like this like magic potion brewer. But it hasn't really been working out for her, and she's like kind of lost in her path. And so she's, as we start this journey, she's like really unsure about her career choice.
Hi, thanks for having me. I'm Banana, she, her, they, them. I am a game designer, writer, and publisher. I own a small board game / RPG publishing company called Game in a Curry. And you might know some of my work from Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. That's like the most recent thing that I did. I will be playing Ka, who is a bird, and I love birds because they keep coming to my deck for some strange reason and building nests and then flying off after they've been like, after they've grown up. So Ka specifically is the oldest of 3 bird siblings, I guess. So Ka's the oldest, and the middle sibling is Ka, and then the third sibling is Ka. So it's just a family of, birds. But as the oldest sibling, I feel like Ka feels like that they have a responsibility to sort of gain knowledge, gain like, everything that they can in order to pass down this knowledge to their younger siblings, and just generate wealth within the family.
Hi everyone, my name's Vivian. Aside from doing this, my day job is actually I make cancer treatments, but I do this as a side gig kind of thing. I'll be playing Hao Yi the Snake. The name is really important to me because that's actually my given Chinese name is Hao Yu, but I just changed the last part so it would be a little bit easier to pronounce. But yeah, I'm really excited that Joanna is making this because I think the more we talk about this AAPI crimes against it, that we shouldn't get numb to it. We should keep talking about this, make sure that it remains relevant in the media. So when it does come up, we know how to respond to it and not just let it fade away. So thank you.
Joanna, I realized that I was so focused on my rhyme and getting it out properly, I didn't really introduce myself. Do you mind if I go back?
Yeah, definitely.
Hi.
And Calvin too, if you want to go back and tell us a little bit about your character.
Hi, everyone. My name is Timothy Ling. I'm a curriculum writer and program director for a company called Plato Learning. And we organize and operate summer camps all across the United States that focus on mythology and storytelling and create this sort of immersive LARP-esque world setting for kids. It's a lot of foam sword fighting and quests that they get to go on where they fight monsters. If you're interested in any of that, you can look up Plato Learning or our biggest flagship camp, Camp Half-Blood, specifically Camp Half-Blood Brooklyn.
Well, what's to say about Ithela? He's a tiger. He he doesn't have a lot of ambition. Being top of the food chain will do that to you. But he's always ready for a good adventure. Also, I always forget to mention this. I'm very happy to be here to support AAPI, the AAPI community, but I myself am neither American nor Pacific. I'm Malaysian Chinese, but that is okay. It's all part of the diasporic experience, and I'm happy to be providing the the non-American representation for the stream.
Awesome. All right. Well, are we ready to start with the adventure?
Oh, yeah.
Nervous,
Oh,
but yes.
yeah. All right. Joanna. I'm gonna drop it off, by the way. I will be in the background watching like a fairy godmother that I am. So please enjoy the game, and I'll see you in chat.
All right. Actually, before we start, let's talk a little bit about today's RPG system. It's called Here Comes Yokai or Yokai, depends on what pronunciation you want to do. So it's basically Here Comes Monster, right? So in the kind of like a reincarnation, like Buddhism reincarnation cycle, the demonic monsters or animals are the lower in the reincarnation in terms of like goodness. So if you've done something bad, you may be demoted to a monster or to a animal next life, right? So all the monsters, what they want to do, it's you see in a lot of Asian myths is they want to become human and they want to learn this kind of human knowledge and power. So this is kind of where the inspiration comes from, is that idea that we want to spread the goodness of being human or being a monster. So so the monsters can do good. They can also do bad. It's their choice. But if they do good, they may become reincarnated as a human being, as a higher being, and then maybe as immortal in the future, as a god or sage. So that's kind of your ultimate goal. All of you guys are on this path to becoming immortal. You're all like you guys basically send you all live in the same forest, and you kind of send a blood pack to say, hey, like let's help each other out and share knowledge. So you're kind of this like communal, like shared knowledge, like kind of camp together. But you so you don't, you have the rule of no betrayal, no backstabbing. So that's kind of the base code you run by. And how do you become immortal in this game is you can become immortal in 4 ways. You can be a human hunter, which is kind of doing a little bit bad. Like you can acquire human chi, but you don't have to kill them to acquire their entire chi. You can just suck their chi a little bit so that you get that human chi, and you can leave them to some side effects may appear if you suck their chi. And then another way you can become human is that knowledge seeker, right? You seek knowledge, you become wiser. The wiser you become, the better you will be informed to do good. And then that's kind of like the knowledge seeking side of it. You can also become immortal by brewing magic, basically. Finding the rare herbs to kind of find that magic potion, magic pill that would give you the power to become immortal, become better. And then there's also that love seeker kind of aspect, which the 4th way of becoming immortal is you can exchange genuine love with humans. All monsters in this game can do any of those during the game. Then you will gain spirit points as you do them, and those spirit points you can spend as spells in this game. And so when you're role playing, you can either choose to be remaining in monster form or in human form. If you do in human form, it takes 1 action to transform yourself, but you also roll in disadvantage. Basically, you roll 2 D20 and then you take the lower number. So it's pretty much a pretty easy system. It's a 1-pager system. I can post it online after we're done the stream so everyone can access to it. So, all right, so we're going to kind of get started with today's game. And are you guys ready?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I'm excited.
Yes.
All right.
Right.
So you're all monsters living in this beautiful forest in Middle China, which is the center of kind of like the current, I would say, the current Sichuan area. If you think of it, there's bamboo shoots everywhere, there's beautiful forest, and you kind of came to a block pact with each other to help each other out. Today, the sun is shining bright and everything was super quiet. But suddenly you hear a human voice yelling in the distant background. Help! Help! Monsters! I need you! Monsters! Monsters in the forest! What would you guys like to do?
I get scared. I get a little bit shriveled up. I get really shy and intimidated. So I do hide behind one of you guys. And I was like, I think they need a help right now.
Yuhu's also a little scared, so he sees you hide behind him and then circles around and hides behind you and goes, yeah, I guess we should.
Is there a brave monster around?
Oh, wow, that's so
So
cool.
yeah, this is what
Oh,
you guys
wow.
see right now. You guys, this is your camp, and then you see a human approaching and just running and yelling for monsters.
Are they running? Are they running towards us because they see other monsters, or are we the monsters?
No, you sound like he's searching for you guys. He's just running aimlessly, calling for monsters.
I wanna kind of like survey the situation. Can foxes climb? I'm assuming foxes can climb, so I should have looked this up. So if it's possible, I'd like to like climb up somewhere like on those rocks or tree and just kind of like hide and perch and evaluate the
Sure,
situation.
you climb up the tree and then try to evaluate. Roll a kind of like seeing perception check for me.
Yeah. D20.
No, yeah, D20, and then basically, yeah, roll intelligence.
It was 6.
6 at your
Yeah.
intelligence score.
Oh no. Yeah. Then that was 5.
All right. So you kind of look around. All you see is like, yep, a human. That's a human, and that's all you gather. A human, like, kind of calling for help.
Okay.
I'm gonna join Ray. And I'm gonna perch next to you on the same tree.
Thank you, Ka.
All right. You want to roll a perception check as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got 18 on my roll, and I have 5 intelligence.
Oh, very good.
Ooh.
Ooh, so very
Whoa.
smart.
Whoa.
So you kind of look around. You see this person is kind of holding something in his hand. It seems to be like kind of a jade kind of token. And then from what you see it's a really intriguing kind of like shape. And then you feel like this is something that you have seen before. If you want to roll intelligence again to see if you know the historical something about this token he's holding.
Oh, yes, I would like to roll again.
Yes.
I got 17.
17, yeah. So you see that this
Nice.
I think my dice are just like...
yeah, this shape is kind of like a kind of family heirloom being passed for generations for people who had made a deal with monsters before in their past life, or some kind of like just passed down through generations. So you know he's holding kind of like a contract, basically. You like another like human has made with the monster world. So.
I'm going to shout over to Athala, and that shout looks like just a bunch of caws. So like caw, caw, caw.
Yeah, so you shot to Asila.
I transform into a tiger.
All right. Yeah.
Love it.
I'm hoping that my caws will relay to you everything that I've just learned.
Fortunately, I speak bird. It's a very useful habit. It gives a lot of makes a lot of interesting conversations right before dinner. Yeah, I now know everything that the bird the caw has told me, and being that this is my part of the forest, I command the bird and also the fox, whose names I have not bothered to learn, to you know, to talk. I'm delegating. Do the thing.
I'm going to Yuhu's gonna just hype himself up a little bit. He's gonna chuff for a second, and then I want to jump out and do a roar and try to scare this guy into dropping his stuff, which is my usual tactic.
Yeah, so you jump out. I'm gonna bring you out.
Oh, nice.
Here you go. That's you.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, that's amazing.
All right.
You're so tall.
You get out, and then you kind of definitely intimidating look with a knife in your hand, and then you hold a book in your other hand, and you kind of jump out, and you're like rah, and then like
Roar.
roar, and then the human definitely scared and kind of sit on the ground, and then looking at you, and then holds out that jade plate right in front of his face, and then like see if like kind of but just lost with words, like stuttering.
I snatch it up, sensing that he's more scared than I am.
Yeah, so you snatch it up, and then you look at it. It's a jade plate, weird kind of like shape.
Okay. Do I know what it's typically used for? You said it's given
Roll
to people. Roll investigation. Intelligence.
Intelligence. Sorry, your intelligence.
-2. Oh, but I got a 19, so 17.
Fantastic.
All right. So you also you see this. You also seen this before. This is kind of some contract, like you read it from one of your books.
Okay. I mostly read recipe books, but somehow this crossed my desk.
So my name is Sayla. I want to ask, is this a good contract? Or is it one of those bad ones that...
So you move. I guess you move towards. You are still hiding behind him. I'm gonna put you out.
I'm just hiding. I'm just kind of peeking around his legs. So I'm in my snake form, just kind of peeking behind it. So I go, I guess.
Yeah. So is this a good contract? She asks you. Ka and Ray and Isela, what are you guys doing?
I said I'm delegating.
Yeah.
How many times are you gonna make me repeat? No,
Exactly.
I'll stand next to Yuhu.
Okay.
Yoo-hoo.
I think
You are
Ray
going
is just
to.
really confused right now.
Awesome. I'll have
Um,
you guys here because you're on the tree.
Oh yeah, I think Ka's gonna fly down and perch on probably Yuhu's shoulder just to like look at
Oh.
what's going on.
Ooh,
I'll be
okay.
behind the human.
It's
Now
like
that
we're
my
listening, we're just watching this
blood-packed
too.
gang of monsters are here, I feel a little bit more comfortable, and I look straight at this human, and I kind of address him, and I say, what do you want? Why are you here?
Yeah, so the human kind of look at you and then finally got up the courage and then says, my father is in trouble. I need help. I have a contract, and then kind of like realize it's already gone. And kind of like point to the one you have in your hand. I was like, I have a contract. You have to help me.
Do we have to? Would we know from the token that like we're
Yes.
obligated to?
So Carl, from your knowledge, intelligence, you kind of look at it, you know that this is kind of a contract. Basically, whoever holds it owes another person a favor. So that's basically what this is.
Ah, so we're not obligated, but we should probably try to help so that they owe us a favor.
Yeah.
Does it say what kind of favor they would owe us in the contract?
We probably
So-
need a contract lawyer.
Yeah, you probably need a lawyer. So you kind of look around, and then if anyone want to, you can roll an investigation. Basically, again, your intelligence check for me, and then see what you see.
Can
Or
I
ask?
can I like try to like persuade the human to like divulge more information?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd like to try that.
Yeah. So roll basically. How are you threatening him? How are you intimidating him?
Oh, I'm not intimidating. I'm trying to like
Oh.
I'm trying to be like, hey, I'm your friend. Like
Oh, okay.
like hey,
Roll a
like I think
charm.
we should be
Yes.
buddies. Like please.
Got it. Roll a charm.
Not super great. So it was 7, but my charm modifier is 3, so 10.
10?
Yeah.
All right. So basically, yeah. So you kind of like comes out and then behind him and then he sees you. Are you in a human form or fox form?
I'm in the fox form.
Okay, so he kind of looks and then he kind of definitely backs up a little bit, not charmed, but scared.
Okay. Use a
But we
nervous
have him
fear.
surrounded.
You
Yeah.
have him surrounded, yeah.
You're
Let me-
gigantic.
Yeah, you are. So I'm going to make you guys a little bit bigger so that you can see yourself better. So I'm
Cool.
just going to make each of you slightly bigger.
Joanna, how big are we in our animal form?
So I would say you when you are in your animal form, it's your normal. What would you expect? Like if you're a small bird, you'll be a little bit smaller. If you're a bigger bird, you'll be a little bit bigger. So it's whatever like your own form. If you're tiger, but you're a smaller tiger, you'll be like smaller as well. So it's all based on your basically your animal kind of like character and how big you are. Yeah.
Okay, so I imagine myself as a little garden snake. I want to kind of slither up to him and kind of motion him to like lower his hand. I don't know if that's possible, but it's eye contact.
All right. Do a charm roll for me.
Oh shoot! Dice off the table. 16.
Yeah. So like you kind of like sneak in like, and then he kind of calmed a little bit. You're like making that eye contact, like that snake does, kind of hypnotize him a little bit. He's like, and then suddenly start to calm down, and then said, yes, yes. Last night, after I went back to sleep, there was two men came to the door, knocking on the door. One dressed in complete white, one dressed in complete black. They were both I don't know, in some kind of uniform. And they came to me and they said, we are taking your father to the underworld. He has passed. And we are the guardians to take him to the underworld. But he has escaped. If you see him visit you, blow this whistle. And then hand me a whistle. And then around past midnight, my father indeed showed up, but he was in a kind of translucent ghost form. And he told me that there was a corruption in the underworld. He's not supposed to be taken. He heard people talking that his time has not come yet. Somehow, he's being dragged into the underworld world without any convention, or like his time has not come yet. That's all he told me. So he said, go grab the jade plate in our dining room that's been displayed for centuries, as I know. And then said, bring it to the mountains. The monsters will help you. That's all he said.
Okay. So his father was taken into the underworld, realized something was wrong, broke out, came back, told his son to come find us. Do I have all that right?
Yep.
Okay. Yoo-hoo walks up and says, "Oh, that all sounds nice, but we'll take some payment up front. Do you have any magic herbs or food that we could use to nourish ourselves on the way?"
Yeah, so he kind of like, I don't have herbs, but I can point you to a person that has a lot of rare herbs if that's what you are looking for. There's
Yeah.
an old witch in the village that has a strange animal and a cart that has a lot of herbs.
Ooh, yum, yum, yum. Yes, please.
I shake my head vigorously from side to side, like, we can't be taking advantage of humans.
I'm not
What
taking
else are
advantage.
humans for?
Oh,
It's a deal.
I
but,
asked him.
but I do agree that the priority shouldn't be on payment. Given that I plan to never die, I feel like this entire underworld situation should be sorted out right now.
Can I ask
Mom,
him
Ithela is
where's the
on the
dad?
case.
Will he say where his dad's at now? Like, can I ask him, like,
Okay, yeah.
even though I scared him, can I ask, like, where is his dad now?
He's like, I do not know. He disappeared. I don't know. I did not blow the whistle though. And then he kind of pass the whistle, hand the whistle to you.
Remind me what blowing the whistle
Do
does.
I have the whistle? Who has the whistle?
Like he just handed to you. So he said basically the people said if his father visit him, he's not supposed to be here. Blow the whistle, literally a whistle, and then so that you would get it. You basically would like they would come and get him.
Oh,
I
it's like
turned panicked to everyone, and I'm like, what do I do with the whistle?
Don't blow it. Don't blow it.
Blow
Don't
it.
blow it.
Blow it.
Blow it or don't blow it.
Blow
No,
it.
it'll call the cops.
Call.
Oh, never mind. I just want to see what happens.
They'll call the underworld police. I guess what would be the best source of information for finding his dad? I guess could we go to the house and see if there are any clues around?
Oh, like a murder mystery.
Yeah. All right, I think that's probably our first step. Because we have to find the dad. He's still running around somewhere, right? So he has more information than this guy.
So don't use the whistle.
Eat the whistle.
Yoo-hoo eats the whistle.
Okay, roll a strength check for me.
Strength or constitution?
Strength first to see if you can actually bite it with your teeth and swallow it, and
Okay.
then roll constitution following.
I got a 3.
Alright, so you try to bite on it,
I
but
break
it
a
won't.
tooth.
I would not. It would not break. You did not break a teeth, but it kind of definitely hurt. And you're like, I think my teeth got loosened a little bit, and then you just kind of like swallow it whole, and then now roll a constitution.
Okay. That is an 11.
11. All right, so you kind of like definitely feel it go down pretty hard, but it's down there. It's down. It's you have it in your stomach.
Okay. How does it taste?
Yeah, like it tastes like a magic whistle. Basically, you kind of feel like a kind of slightly cooling sensation when you go down, but once in your stomach, that cooling sensation just disappeared.
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
I feel
So
like I've
when
learned a
Yoo-hoo
lot from this
speaks-
experience.
When Yoo-hoo speaks, we don't hear the whistle sound. It just went down smoothly. Like every time Yoo-hoo speaks, we're not going to hear like the squeaking.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Okay, I walk up to the human and I say, point us in the direction of your house.
He said, "Oh, will do." And then he kind of like lead off you guys down. And then as you reach the village, he kind of turns to you and said, "Maybe you don't want to look like this. It's going to scare some people."
What's wrong? What? How do we look like?
Yeah, what are you trying to say?
He kind of get definitely intimidated a little bit, and then he's like, I don't want to cause a racket. Can you guys make yourself look differently? Because I heard monsters can do that. Can they?
I can shed my skin. Would that make you feel better?
And then he's like, no.
I'm sorry. I can.
Oh, are we molting? I can molt.
I can.
I can shed.
He's like, he just kind of like gave up and like, never mind, just follow me, and then he go down, and then you see like you kind of greeted by like another like a girl, and then like older lady. The older lady was like seeing the young man, was like, hi, how are you? And then you brought friends too, huh? And then you can see that it's slowly just can't see anything, probably planned. It's like, tall friends, and it just walked past, and then the little girl with her was just like, grandma, look, monsters, look, there's a fox and tiger, and then like the grandma's like, yeah, nice, isn't that nice, just like handle the little girl away. So you guys go to kind of the down the hill, and then you go to this village, and you go to this beautiful house, and then now you see, you go inside. Let me bring up the house.
While we're walking up to the house, I like turn to whisper to the whole group, and I'm like, "Do we know this human's name?"
Oh no. Yeah, as he's leading us, I say, hey,
Humans
buddy,
have names.
buddy, what's your name?
Yeah,
I
don't have an Asian house prepared, but here we go. So this is a house, and the name is so you ask him what's your name?
Yeah, we ask him.
Okay, yeah, and then he says, oh, it's Yuan Wu.
Ran Wu.
Yes.
Nice.
I'll type it in the chat for you. Yuan Wu. And then he kind of so since you ask his name, everyone gain 2 spirit points.
Oh. So we
So
have
you
7
can add
now?
so you can add 2 spirit points to your stats.
So we started with 5, right?
Yes. You start with 5, and then you have 7 because you guys are nice to him.
Sweet.
Okay, so I didn't eat him, so I should get more spirit points, right? Come on. I could have eaten it.
Yeah, you could have eaten him, but you didn't. But you still get 2 right now. So we'll go as we see. Yeah, you may get more if you behave better. You behave good. Okay, and so he leads you guys to the house, and then the house is kind of a little bit run down. It's nice outside, but inside it's really run down. It's like a mismatch between the outside and inside. It's kind of like they're trying to keep up the appearance of they're still living well, but inside it's pretty run down. Yeah.
Okay.
I like also want to like whisper to the group as we're approaching. I'm like, do we have to go in? Like, is this safe?
I have been in many human houses, and there was only screaming one time.
I
So
heard
it's-
you have to bow before going in. Heard that's
Oh.
common human etiquette.
Got it.
I don't. Sure, I guess.
Yu's like, oh, I didn't know. Okay,
And
okay.
keep your. If you're wearing, we're not wearing shoes, but if you are wearing shoes, you keep it on your hands.
Right. That makes sense. That way you don't get the floor dirty.
Right.
Yoo-hoo is gonna take a peek around, but since we got some spirit points, I'm going to cast identify objects.
All right, go ahead and spend your points to cast identify object. So you cast identify object, and then you see this. Can you describe what your spell looks like?
I think Yoo-hoo's spells are kind of like food related, so he pulls out what would help you see? He pulls out some like a carrot stew and just sort of like knocks it back real quick, and then hopefully that improves my eyesight. And as that happens, a sort of like orange glow comes out of my eyes.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just looking for things.
Yeah, so you see this huge like orange girl coming out from Yuhu's eyes, and then he searched around, and then you do see a kind of you see one paper that's kind of like usually to keep ghosts and monsters out, but it's already broken in half. But other than that, you see another kind of magical kind of arrow coming from the room, and then but that's basically just where they used to hand. You think they used to hand that contract you guys open.
Do I know that if I took the whatever the blocker is, if I put it back together, would it work again?
The what? The blocker?
You said that there was like a piece of paper to ward out ghosts and monsters, but it's broken. If I put it back together, would it work again?
You can try. You want to try put it back together?
Yeah.
Does Yuanwu react to Yuhu's glowing eyes?
He's definitely taken aback, and I like at this point, anything you guys do are just like, oh.
Okay. Yeah, I try to put that back together because that might come in handy later in case we run into ghosts or other monsters. So I guess I just lick it and try to attach the two back
together. Let's see. Roll a dexterity check for me.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I have a +1. Okay, not the worst. 11.
All right, so you kind of you start licking the paper, and then people start looking at you weird, and then you put the two paper together, and then like try to smooth it together. It seems to be holding together just because the paper's white. You know, like when the paper get damped, it'll kind of like stick together and then have a form, but it's not really put back together. You don't see any magical things coming out of it or anything. It's just like you put it back together. Yeah.
Okay. I'll just keep this in my back pocket for later. So all we found was the broken piece of paper and then a magic aura. There's like no signs of a struggle or like any footprints of the dead.
Well, you do see like you do sense a residue of like there has been a ghostly appearance, but you don't know what that is really.
So I think. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I relay all that to everybody, and I say there's a ghost has been here.
I think Ka has read enough mystery novels to know that you should always mess with the crime scene. So they go around flapping at every corner and just like knocking everything over.
And touching everything.
Touching everything, leaving feathers all over.
Yeah.
So you
Sorry. Can I smell too? Can I do I smell anything weird?
Yeah. Let's see. You're a monster form, so I would say roll a Constitution. Try just
It was 6.
6.
It was 6.
Okay, so you kind of suddenly you smell some like really smelly socks and then shoes, and then that distracted you a lot, and then you just like went directly there, and then like, oh my god, that smells so bad, and then you kind of like almost taking it back, and then so you guys start to rampage the place, right? You're checking everything, like making a mess, and then like you see like Yuan Wu just like, please, you guys are making too much of noise and racket, and then just as you guys are doing this, and then what you do see is you see a ghosty figure appeared.
Yeah,
it worked.
Kind of just like, but this time the ghost is angry, and then the ghost started to say like, who dares to disturb my house and disturb my descendants?
You know that thing that cats do when they freak out and they like think that there's a snake behind them and they jump like 6 feet in the air? That's what Yoo-hoo does right now. And hides behind a table that was knocked over.
Awesome. Yeah, roll a dexterity check for me to see how well you.
Ooh, that's an 8.
8. Okay, so you kind of jumps up and knocks over some other like kind of ways like on the table, and then like just and then back, and then you see things just breaking, more things break.
And does it get colder when this ghost appears?
Yeah, it definitely gets colder. So how
I
like
wrap myself around Yuan. I need more. I don't.
Yeah. So who are you? Are you wrapping yourself? Like,
I'm gonna slither to Yuan and then just kind of wrap around his leg.
Okay. All right. So you kind of wrap up. You like and then see the ghost as well. So what would you like to do with the ghost?
So we know it got cold, so it's definitely a real ghost.
I asked Yuan, do you know this guy?
Yeah, he said he was his ancestor.
He
I
kind
attacked
of
the ghost.
Oh my goodness.
I swiped it.
All right, go ahead. Roll attack.
I rolled 300. No, I'm just kidding. I roll what are my bonuses? What bonus?
Yeah, roll strength.
4.
Oh, for your swiping, right? So for claw, roll strength for 1d6 damage. Sorry, so roll strength first and then do 1d6. See if you attack. So
yeah,
roll a d20.
my roll. Yeah, my d20 roll was 2. I added my bonus of 2.
4. Okay, so
4.
it's 4.
Yes,
all right, so you try to swipe, and then like it just kind of like, your hands went right through the ghost, and then like nothing, and then the ghost like kind of like undisturbed turns around, and then like you see Yuan was like, grandpa. And then like definitely not the ghost you were hoping for.
Oh, this is your okay, I'm sorry. I'm
you
very
thought it was
sorry.
Your grandpa?
No, I just look whenever I see like humans in front of me, I swipe. It's just
A natural reaction.
This one was spooky. I swiped.
All right.
You kind of like nudges Yuan in the back and says, "He's your grandfather. Talk to him. See what he wants."
Yeah. So Joanna is like, grandfather, is there anything you wish to tell me? And then the ghost goes, I just heard huge rackets and disturbance in my household. So I look at around and saw all these monsters. Thought you might need some help. I said, what's with all this? And how did this place become such a slum? I left you guys enough heritage to last at least another 100 years. What did you guys do with the money?
Oh no.
And
I
then
think Ka's gonna whisper to Yuanhu and be like, hey, so I think we should exercise your grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Yuan is like, oh, it's not my fault. The tax has gone up. It's been a really rough year, and we have to fix the roof, fix the outside of the house. There has been a hurricane, so the money's all gone. But we didn't do anything bad. I promise. And then you see the grandpa kind of like raise up and says, liar, and they're like definitely angry now. So if you guys want to roll initiative and try to attack.
Okay.
Oh,
Great.
Yoo-hoo, you could use the paper thing.
Yeah, I'll try. But before that, I pull everyone aside and say, "Okay, Blimp Pack people, this doesn't bode well for us. Clearly, they're bad with finances, so I don't know how well they can repay us for our services. But just let's bear that in mind. And I'm gonna roll initiative now too, and that's a big old 3.
Are we all rolling?
Everyone roll initiative.
Oh no.
9.
13.
If you can type into the chat so I can see.
14. This isn't great for us.
We have a natural 1.
Oh God.
Sorry, it's just initiative. Get out of the way.
If Thala faints. For a moment.
Yeah,
I might as well at this point.
All right. So it is Ray's turn. What would you like to do?
Oh no. It's never boded well for us when I've been trying this. I guess I think I'm gonna I have some spirit points, right? I think I'll use some magic. Can we take chi from the ghost? Does that work? I guess like I'll breathe fire.
All right, go ahead.
So
breathe fire. 1d6.
4.
4 damage to the ghost. So you see the fire goes up and then hits directly to the ghost, and then the ghost kind of like you definitely see it's hurting a lot. It's like ah.
So fire definitely got it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Cool.
And next, Hao Yi.
Yeah, how you? Is there like a portrait of grandma around?
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
this
like
so much.
So you move around, you definitely you see a kind of like different portraits. You see 2 older women. You don't know which one's grandma though, but you do see a painting.
Ooh, okay. I guess I picked the one that looks chummiest with grandpa because we know what grandpa looks like, and I'm gonna create a major illusion of grandma.
All right, go ahead.
And I want to use this as a distraction to maybe distract him for a round as we do something else.
Okay, so he look at you. For that you create the illusion of grandma, and then he look at you, and then he kind of like huh, and then like did kind of like a little confused. So now you confuse him for 1 turn, so he will not attack this turn.
Great.
All right.
You guys.
Amazing thinking.
Yeah, that's super smart.
So next is Carl's turn.
So I think I'm going to turn into my human form and use feather fan, so I'm going to use my feather fan and try to like blow him away. Or fan the flames. Either one. Either way, I'm just like fanning something.
Okay.
And
Go
hoping
ahead.
for the best.
Go ahead. So roll a 1d6 for me.
I got a 2.
Yeah.
A 2. Yeah. Nice. So you start fanning, and then the fire kind of just like erupts, and then like gets bigger and bigger, and then like you definitely hear screams from the ghost. Yeah.
Burn this guy's house down.
We're cleansing the house, right?
Yeah. I
Oh no, is the
like,
house catching fire?
some of the stuff did catch fire in the background, but like it is slowly burning.
We're still saving this house. He's already wrecked it already.
You can collect insurance money after.
So the ghost is distracted with the grandma. So illusion. So Yoo-hoo, what would you like to do?
Yoo-hoo talks to everybody and says, well, if I understand ghosts correctly, he can only haunt one place, and we've already found everything we need to. We could just leave. He's distracted. So I'm gonna slap the little like ghost barrier thing on the door and just briskly walk out of the house.
So you slap the ghost sign on the door and then you walk out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the ghost is inside the house, just to let you know, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You which direction are you slapping it? Like out, like the door facing inside or the door facing outside?
Yeah, the door facing inside. So now
facing inside. Okay.
Hopefully the ghost is like trapped in there now.
Okay. Got it. All right. Next, Isela.
Okay, well, there's one tiger outside. Then there should be one tiger inside to make sure that there's an even spread of tiger representation.
Okay.
So as much as I think Yoo-hoo had the right idea, I'm gonna stay in here. I think it's important to maintain the yin and the yang of the tigerness.
Yoo-hoo gives a solemn nod through the window.
Thumbs up.
The tiger balance, exactly. But I attempt to shout at the ghost and say, like, "Are you done? Can we converse like sentient beings?" So this is yeah. I see that it's on fire, and I think the last time I was on fire, I was definitely in a mood to talk it out. So.
All right. So
What do I roll?
actually, yeah. Roll a cunning for me.
Cunning 10.
10. All right. So you yell to the side the ghost. Like you see the ghost was distracted by the grandma and now on fire and then looking at you in pain. And then like maybe he'll want to talk next round for sure. So Ray, what would you like to do?
Well, first, do I have eyes on where Yuan Wu is? Like what's happening with Yuan Wu? Is he burning too? Is he okay?
No, he's totally fine. He's just looking scared and kind of like slowly backing to the door and then wanted to like let you guys handle it, kind of.
And we definitely think that. So I guess like I feel like a bit inspired. So I'm wondering. I guess like I liked that Yoo-hoo left. I'm wondering but like can I get out of the house at all?
All right,
or am I trapped in there from the
Oh no.
Yeah,
from
so-
the magic. Did the magic trap me in with the ghost, or is there any hope of me getting out the window?
So try to attempt to go out to the window. So you go out and then it seems to be fine. You just exit it through the window, no problem.
Okay. And the house is still on fire.
The house is still on fire. The ghost is on fire with something on fire.
Can I try to like use like wind to, or like can I try
Bad
to like
idea.
to blow it away, or to like put the fire out? Or can I use water? Can I use water to try to put the fire out? Or
where do you find the water? Where do you get the water? You want to look
there's a
around to
bucket.
see?
Yeah.
Yeah. So look around.
Okay, I'll look around.
Let's see.
Magic.
Do a dexterity check for me.
Like dexterity. Okay.
Yeah, you can also say, yeah, you want to create water with magic, and I can tell you how much spirit points it costs.
It's not great. It's 8.
8. Okay, so you look around, you see there's a bucket, and then it's like where you smell the socks before. It's kind of the bucket of like feet washing water, and then you kind of like grab it, and then what do you want to do with it? It's
I don't know. I guess like try to toss some of it
Okay,
to try to stop the.
It's hurting your nose really bad, but you now splash the water all the way over to the ghost, and then you do see some of the fire got put out, like, but then some of the small fire like nearby still happening because it's not enough water. Now you just splash this feet washing water everywhere into the house. Next, we have Haoyi.
Oh man, good thing I can't smell very well. I squeeze a little tighter on the human leg, and then I look up at him. And I was like, "It's time to go. It's time to go." I don't know. Did you like convince him?
Roll a charm. You are trying to charm him, right? So roll a charming.
I guess, yeah. Oh no, 4.
4. Okay, so you kind of looking like doing your snake sign. Let's go, and then it's not working. It's making like now he know that's not grandma, so he now turns back attention to the rest of the group.
Oh.
Because you're swaying in a really unnatural way.
Can I still move or?
You can move.
Okay, I guess I'm slither off of him, and then I start heading towards the door. And not, yeah.
Yeah, so you go out through, you head towards the door. All right. So next we have Cal.
So I'm still in my human form, and I'm going to talk to Yuan Wu and tell him that I'm trying to convince him, like now that I'm in human form, that a good idea, like that we did him a favor basically by setting the house on fire, right? So that way he can collect the insurance money, and then with the insurance money he can pay us, and maybe he'll have lots of money to buy a new house, refurnish the place. I mean, this is definitely something that he's probably wanted to do for a very long time.
Yeah. So roll a charming for me.
I have 0 charm, but I rolled a 5 on my D6.
A strong 5.
Okay. A charming. Roll a D20 actually.
Oh, D20. Okay. I rolled a 9.
A 9. All right. So yeah. So you rolled a 9, and so you kind of talk to him. He kind of like half leaving, but like just not at this point, and then just walk out the door with you.
It works.
Nice.
All right.
Poor grandpa.
Yoo-hoo's ready at the window to give everyone snacks as they leave. 1 dumpling each, gang.
Yeah. So as you guys walk out of the door, next the ghost kind of attempts to kind of attack you a bit, and then but then it kind of just like couldn't get out and now trapped inside the house. and it seems like whatever you repaired has worked for the ghost. So the ghost, like, it's encounter a barrier. So you all leave the house. You see this house burning in flame, and then and then you walk away carrying the human, kind of like leg kind of softened, and like just I don't know what to do now. But all the villagers start to look around and see fire. You start to see people starting to get water from the different places, trying to put out the fire. So that
I'm profusely apologizing to Yuan Wu about burning down his ancestral home. I'm just profusely apologizing.
No, it wasn't done.
We're
doing him a favor.
It was in disrepair. It was in disrepair. Let's be honest.
They have insurance. Okay, it'll be fine.
Yeah. So yeah, I would say everyone earn 5 spirit points for helping the human, but also because you destroyed his home, they deduct 2 points, so you earn 3 points.
No.
Yeah, you did destroy his home in the process. So
3 spirit points.
I would like to be exempted from this narrative. I was not involved.
Yeah. So roll a d6 and then let me know what the result is. 2. Okay, 2. You earn 1 point less because you try to argue.
That's what you get.
Alright, so next, going forward, you carry this human out of the ancestor house that's burning down. Still has now found his father, and his grandfather's ghost is trapped inside, probably being diminished with the house. Alright, so what would you guys like to do next? Where are you hiding?
I lean over to Yuan and I say, I'm getting a little hungry. Do you know where we can get some food and regroup and go over the evidence that we've collected?
Evidence.
Yeah, so you kind of like if you still want, I can take you to the lady that has the herbs.
Oh yeah, the witch. Yeah, let's go see the witch.
Yeah, I'm
Guys,
really excited about that.
Witches know things, right? She might even have answers about the whole underworld situation.
She might even have a magic herb garden.
Yes.
Yeah, so you kind of went to.
She might have a great personality, everyone.
You went to where the witch might be, and then yeah, so you see a beautiful kind of almost beautiful garden nearby, and full of interesting stuff. And you also see a
dragon.
A dragon cart.
Whoa!
What?
Are we
and then you
better than a dragon?
Yoo-hoo bows deeply in front of the dragon.
We're definitely better than dragons, right?
How's the hierarchy?
I mean, they were only 4th in the race.
You don't really know, but you guys gather around there all together near this dragon cart, and you do see a lady there, actually a beautiful young girl. You're not sure if she's a witch that being mentioned, but you do see, like I said, a beautiful. I had you twice. Beautiful girl.
Yoo-hoo too.
Wait, so you was it Yoo-hoo that bowed?
Yeah, I walk up to the dragon and I bow deeply.
Okay, you walk to the dragon, you bow deeply. The dragon opens his eyes and then kind of nodded at you.
Nice. With that taken care of, I go up to the witch and I say, "Hello, our friend here, Yuan, says that you're a magic witch."
Witch? Such a not nice word, isn't it? And I said, but yes, I am from here, and this is my garden. And then you point to the back, which there is a beautiful garden in the background. There you go.
Oh my
Whoa.
goodness.
Illustrious garden.
I walk up, I greet her as well, but I don't really say anything. I just kind of give like a silent like nod, and then I walk up to the dragon, and I don't bow, but I also give like a nod, and I try to reach out and touch him.
Okay, you reach out, try to touch him. The dragon stays still as you petted the dragon a little bit.
And then I say thank you, and then I back away.
Taylor wants in on the dragon petting action. He pets the dragon.
While they're
He says-
petting the dragon,
He says,
I'm
"Hello,
gonna-
little brother."
While they're doing that, I'm gonna go up to the woman and ask her name and see if she knows anything about the underworld being in disorder.
And then I
Yeah.
whisper, can you ask her what the dragon's name is too?
What's your name and what's your dragon friend's name?
Says, I am a Ying, and this, my big lizard friend here, is Gezi.
What
I
was
got,
that?
yeah. So I'll type it. It's a dragon's name, and then the person's name is Ying. It's a witch name is Ying.
Well, pleasure to meet you. Ying, do you know anything about a man dressed in white and a man dressed in black, or anything about the underworld being in disorder?
The man in white and black takes the soul away. They are the soul takers. They're in charge of transporting lost souls into the underworld.
Do they ever mess up? Make little whoopsies?
Yes. It's bureaucracy after all. People mess up, and so do the demons. They mess up a lot.
I don't think. Are we bad, you guys?
Nah.
No.
We question after walking away from the smoldering ruins of Yuan's house. Are we good?
Can I ask her too if there's consequences for Yoo-hoo having swallowed the whistle? Like, is Yoo-hoo gonna be okay with this like magical whistle in his stomach?
Yeah, you kind of look at him intensely and then stare at your stomach for a little bit, and then he kind of like turns back to the cart and then kind of give you a kind of like very greenish liquid that smells horrible, like to you, Ray, like it's just so horrible, and then give it to Yoo-hoo. It's like, drink this, you'll be better.
What happens if I ask Ying, like, what happens to Yoo-hoo if he doesn't drink this?
Am I gonna die?
It's like, and then she's just like, drink this, you'll be better.
I drink it.
You drink it.
Yeah.
Roll a constitution check for me.
Okay. 18.
Yeah.
18. Yeah. So you would stand
Put it
pretty
down.
strong.
Put it
So
down.
yeah. So you drink it no problem, and then even though it tastes horrible as well, but then you suddenly like like that kind of weird sensation since you swallow the whistle. You feel like there's something like inside your body just not like mashing well with your stomach, but it's like minor, but it's there. So that feeling is gone. But you got definitely weaker, and then you kind of transform to your human form just for like you are going to be staying in this form for the next like 2 minutes or so. It's just very, very brief, but you're going to be in human form.
Yoo looks down and it's like, oh no, no, my beautiful fur. My human form is much skinnier, but looks like I don't know, like a 16-year-old kid. But has a very deep voice, very, very different from my tiger form, which is a little chubbier. And I say, "Oh, hello."
Yeah, so you suddenly see this like skinny, like young man, like human, like before you.
Nice. Okay, I now that I'm in human form, okay, I just question Ying, and I want to see if the man in white and the man in black, do they hang out somewhere specifically? Like, if we wanted to find them, what would be our best bet?
Yes, you can cross past the underworld on your own, actually. I have a portal right there in my backyard.
Oh,
And then,
don't mind if
she,
I do.
and then she kind of like pull up something from her cart, and then some are rare like herbs, like basically for house potion kind of thing, and some are just then give each of you a strange little like like the Chinese medicine ball, and then give it to each of your hand, and then says, when you pass through the portal, you will see a bridge, and that bridge is how you pass to the, let's say, the underworld, what you call. But when you pass through there, every person, human, pass through there, have to drink a memory erasing potion. If you don't, you will get catched by the monsters that resides in the water. So when you do get there, take your human form, eat this. After you finish drinking the water, your water will go down, but you will not lose your memory, like the rest of the human.
I don't know why, but I feel like we would mess this up.
Do we eat it before or after?
We eat it after, right?
Okay, and then she's gonna see your confusion, and then like she's like, turn into human, eat the pill, drink the water, pass the bridge.
Got it. Drink the water after the bridge, then take the pill when we're coming back.
Maybe we should write this down.
Can I ask her? Does she have these instructions written down, or does she? Do you have any parchment? Do you have any ink? Can we please take these instructions with us?
Yeah, and then you see her hand kind of like shifts a little bit, and then you see a parchment kind of like flying to her, and then like she just like does this to her head, and then the paper start to write on its own, like the ink start to appear on its own on the paper, and then she fold it and then hand it to you guys, and then kind of like then she did the sign, like basically tap the paper on each of your head, and then like basically hit you a little bit. It's like boom, 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 and then she does that. You feel like the knowledge is kind of like basically stuck in your head. You will not forget it. It's like
I'm very grateful because I secretly cannot read.
And I can read but not write well. So but she doesn't know that. I don't say that out loud. I say thank you.
Yeah, so now if you want to remember the details, you will see a post-it note kind of type of thing in your mind, and it will have all the steps.
I take a look around the garden to see if she's growing any herbs that would be good to cook with.
Yeah, so roll intelligence check.
Oh boy, -2. 18 on the dice though, so that's 16.
Nice. So you acquire 2 basically health potions, each heals 5 points.
Nice.
For you. And then you look around, and then you also gain basically 3 spirit points.
Oh, baby. Nice. For flavor, can we say that the health potions are just like chashibao that I make really quickly with some magic?
Sure. You spend one spirit point to make them into chashubo. Look.
Okay, great.
So now they're
Worth it.
in the form of bombs.
Got it. I look to the gang and I say, want to go to the underworld?
Before we do, I feel like we should repay the witch real quick in all of this somehow. So I dig through my pockets and just produce like a whole bunch of pebbles as payment. Okay, now I'm ready.
Nice.
Yeah.
Smart.
Are you trying to?
Oh, hang on. I also add one branch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Are you trying to con her, or just like it's exactly the item, just handing it to her?
I'm just giving her a bunch of we're just giving her stuff. Yeah.
You're just giving her stuff
because we're grateful.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. The pebbles have any special meanings? You pick them, or just they're pretty, or they're just like random pebbles you pick up?
I would say half are very pretty, and the other half is just like junk that I found.
All right. So you do that, and you give it to her, and then she says, thank you very much, and look at the branch. Thank you very much. Each of you gain one spirit point.
Yes.
I want to say goodbye to the dragon, but can the dragon talk?
Yeah, it seems like the dragon has not talked to you.
So I try to talk to the dragon.
Okay. Yep.
Real quick
Go ahead.
before we go. And do I need to roll for anything, or can I just talk?
What are you going to say? You can just talk. Yeah.
I'm just like thanks so much. It was so wonderful meeting you. I haven't gotten to pet a dragon before, and it was great connecting. Is there anything that like we should know before we and like I try to like whisper this so that the witch can't hear, and I'm like, is there anything we should know before we cross?
Yeah, and then you hear a kind of like a kind of like energy blows through your body, and then like basically it just means be careful, and then you gain 2 spirit points.
Whoa.
And I think the dragon.
Yeah, and then you thank the dragon as you basically you kind of like receive this energy. Yeah.
As I'm walking away, I give the dragon little like chin scratches that you give a cat, like go underneath and go and then I head off towards the underworld bridge.
All right. So as you go off, you kind of get to the underworld bridge, and then it's kind of half of this is bright and half the bridge is dark, and then you see kind of some kind of mysterious water kind of underneath the bridge, and then so now basically you guys need to all take into human form if you want to cross, because you cannot cross as a monster.
And I'm already in human form.
Yeah, you're already in.
Same.
Yeah, and cause too. Yes, I turn into human form as well. I'm trying to think of what I look like. I didn't get that far. I look pretty similar to my fox form. I have short red brown hair, but my voice is just very quiet in in human form.
I look exactly the same.
But like you're just standing up now.
Yes.
I'm gonna turn to my human form too, and while I'm usually a little tiny garden snake, she actually is like 6'3" in her human form.
Whoa!
Ooh.
How ye?
Ooh.
I can't get close to people while I'm this big.
Aww.
Yeah.
I say, yes, you can. And I'm like, everybody hold hands as we cross the bridge, just so nobody gets lost.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Um,
we eat the pills.
Yeah. What does your human form look like? Cal.
Oh, mine? Oh,
Yeah.
I think I have like big bugged out eyes, so I look like I'm just terrified of everything. But I like to think that I'm more calculated. And I'm sort of just like I'm sort of dressed like a grifter.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So you're like you are very colorful with your clothes choice, or like
I would say I'm like fancily dressed, but it's sort of like I got at a discount store, but like it's like fancy, but it's like discount fancy.
yeah.
So
Okay.
like a
All right.
hipster.
So,
Yeah, like that.
yes. Yeah. So you guys all go in, and then like you see kind of like as you pass through this dark kind of like portal shadow, and you see like this kind of like huge shine kind of like going through you guys. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And then you kind of like enters it. You see this water underneath bubbling, almost like boiling water, bubbling, and then there's like you see suddenly a white hand kind of like coming out of the water trying to grab, and then went back. So you guys all eat the pill, and then you drink. Like then you see a man with white clothes and another one with black, and then they are just handing out this like kind of little teacups that might be like what they were talking about, the water. So you like handing everyone the water. So you see they're handing you guys the water, you drink it, you move on as you become kind of like in line. You see ahead of you a super long line of humans just walking past this passage. After the drink, their eyes suddenly became like gazed, and then just like glazed, that kind of like and they're all walking down this path. It's kind of a horrific but interesting sight before your eyes. And then as you walk into this kind of underworld world bridge, you get to a place where each of the sector is different, but you do see some sectors looks more like bright and lovely. Some sectors looks very gloom, but overall, like it's a lot of color of red and a lot of color of black. What would you like to do now?
When we cross, like we should be able to go back into our monster form, right? Now that we've crossed the bridge. Maybe.
I look back. Is the person in black and person in white, are they still on the bridge, like handing things out?
Yeah, they're still handing things out to just like invisible signs, and as you can see, like they're after they hand in something, some people drink it, and then you see a person pass through, and then you see a person pass through.
I like whispered everyone. I was like, I think we should get further away from these two.
Yeah, good idea.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, so let's explore. Sorry, Joanna, you said that there's like an orderly area and then a gloomy area.
Yeah, there's a lot of different areas, but the signs that come to your eyes is this. Let me grab that.
Ooh, this is so cool.
Yeah. This is the area before your eyes right now. It's kind of this kind of structure, and then you are passing this bridge into this area here.
Okay. I guess, I mean, we really want to talk to management, right? Because something's wrong. So we have to go like the most important looking, grandest building.
Know the father's name?
No.
Don't you know how he looks like?
No, but we know it's Yuan Wu's family. So
Yeah, the Woos.
We're looking for the Wu
Mhm.
family. In
what
China.
village were we in? Oh no.
So I think we could also. Do we have enough like things on us to use to bribe people as well?
Yeah, you can search around. So if you want, you can turn objects into like fake gold temporarily, if that's something you want to do. But like you can turn a pebble, for example, into a gold piece if you want to use some spirit point to turn things into gold.
I turned to Caw first, and I'm like, Caw, like you flew around and you saw things from so high. Like, do you remember what the name of the village was where we were at?
Joanna, do I remember?
Yeah, so I would say with your intelligence, you remember the village. It's just it's a Yuan. Yuan is the last name of the person because last name it goes first. So it's Yuan. It's actually very funny because garden is also Yuan in Chinese, so it's Yuan. It's it's a Yuan garden, so it's Yuan. Yeah, it's the name of the village.
I tell everyone, Yuan. That's where we're going. I mean, that's where you, yeah. You know.
Thank you, Caw. So you want the Yuan family from Yuan.
Yeah, so you go to the a person, you see a man with like a ox kind of head, but like deformed, a little bit weird, and then like kind of with a soldier's outfit almost, and then you go to him, he kind of stops you. Hey, where are you heading?
We're
Well,
looking for the UN. So
Where are we all
UN,
heading,
UN.
really?
The
yeah.
registry.
Okay. Kind of like give you guys like lead directions to kind of the registry, and then like you go there, you see this exact structure is where you're supposed to be. And let me turn this a little bit if I can move my phone. It's being stubborn, but anyway, you see a desk there, and then kind of like it's definitely a register area. And then at the desk, let me put it's weirdly high tech looking.
I love it.
So you see this kind of device that's just shiny blue. You don't know what that is. And then you go there, you see like a monster-ish looking, a demon actually looking person with long tongue sticking out. And that's like, name and village.
UN.
Yeah. I think we're bold enough to like. Are we still in human form?
Yeah, if you're in the you're in the human form.
Yeah, so I guess did you approach first, Yoo-hoo?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I just kind of I'm just like I'm like clearly with the group, but I just like let Yoo-hoo do the talking.
Yeah.
Just keep feeding me lines, gang.
Well, you're so good at it.
So you said, so he kind of look at you. Yuan, last name, Yuan, village, first name.
Psst, say
Woo.
Yuan. Oh, okay.
No.
Ooh, and then so he checks. He does a check mark, and then I like this. Not in the book yet, and then kind of like says you're supposed to be here, and then flip in 45 years. You're really early, and then kind of go back. Okay, and then cross your name off the list, and then so like, keep going. Next.
Okay.
But before he goes, I try to like whisper. Am I able to like get to you? Like, am I able to whisper to Yoo-hoo before like he passes the desk?
Sure. What do you say to him?
I'm like, make sure you ask about where to find your dad.
Oh yeah. So sorry. While I'm here, where can I find the rest of my family? Now that I'm down here.
Dead.
And then you kind of looks around and it says like, go to area 116.
Okay. Thank you.
That was
So you
incredibly easy.
so you gingerly went away, and then he's like, "What a weird one." And then next,
Aw.
I start to back away. I tried to hide behind one of these pillars. I try to hide behind one of these pillars to follow Yoo-hoo, but like I don't know how stealthy I am.
yeah, roll a dexterity check.
It was 9.
Nine. So you try to pass behind him. Is that what you're trying to do? Just like
Yeah, like I try to like back away from our group that had gone up to
Okay.
the registry
Okay.
desk, and I'm like trying to hide behind one of these pillars so that I can like follow.
I'll say you hide like you hide behind a pillar. You don't know if people see you, but you're hiding behind a pillar. All right. Who goes to talk to this person next?
Don't we have all the information we need already? Do we really need to talk?
We can check out area 116.
But I don't know if he like sees all of us who had approached the desk.
Oh, I'm good, thank you.
I mean, it's pretty busy, right? Like there are people going everywhere. So could
Yeah,
be.
like he says like have to register here. So like basically no matter where you go, you just need to register with him. That's
Okay.
all he does. So you just need to give him a name and village, and then he'll check you off, and then you will go wherever you need to go.
Okay, then I'll just make up a name.
Yeah,
I'll go
so you could just what would you say?
Last name Wong.
Okay, he checking. Okay, first name, village.
I'm like looking around to see like whatever I can find.
Super casual.
Ling.
Okay, village.
I run up and I'm like, we're both from Chengdu.
Yeah.
We're both from Chengdu. We're sisters, and we passed away in a fire. We're from the Wong family.
Don't need the
fire
details.
that you
He's
started.
like, just name. Don't need to know the details. Doesn't
It was
matter.
very
Humans.
sad for both of us.
Yeah, and then he just like, humans, and then kind of like write something down. Was like, I don't see your names here, but it could be, like you said, accidental death might not be
Just
registered
happened.
yet.
Just happened.
And then he kind of like, okay, fine. Like, and I like just like let you pass through.
I'm gonna pull Ray aside and be like, does it seem like things around here aren't very official? Like you could just, that was kind of easy.
And then I'm just like, yeah, I don't know if this registration person's like really paying attention on the job. Like they seem kind of bored.
Yeah. Do you think we could borrow that registration book?
Ooh, that's smart.
Ooh.
We'll need a distraction.
I don't. Yeah. So like,
Did you say you
thinking
needed a distraction?
we need a distraction.
I
yes.
think Athale is very good at distractions.
Excuse me. The level of service here is frankly appalling. Who is in charge? Oh, I demand to see the manager.
Oh no.
So as
I
Isela
have no
started to,
shame.
I asked.
Yell. Yeah.
I'm like, Vivian. I'm sorry. How are you? Who's Vivian? How are you? I'm like, do you think you can go in? You're the only one that hasn't registered yet.
I would like to register now. Wink.
And then he's
I
like,
heard humans love winking.
roll a charming with disadvantage because you're human form.
Well, oh no, disadvantage, but I rolled an 18. Now I'll roll the 5.
All right, so your wink look like
So-
you're twitching, your hands twitching, your eyes just your whole face is twitching, and he's like, and then he's and then he's a name village. Quick, there's someone asking for manager there.
While she's there, I'm going to make a major illusion of a fire. Like close, but far enough away that he would have to get up and deal with it. And I start shouting, "Fire! Fire! Everybody run!"
Name is fire.
Yes, spend your points, make the fire, and then they were like they look at it, was like, what? And then they're like, like, is it good fire or bad fire? That one person,
Bad fire!
like, okay. And then like, I don't see blue light though. And then they were like talking about blue fires, how that's so bad last time. And then they all went over that direction. And then you guys can all sneak past by. And if you want to take the registration book, then you can do that right now. Yep.
Somebody smarter than me use the machine.
Do a dexterity check for me.
Do we all, or who's gonna try?
Yeah, whoever wants to try.
Table, so here you go. Here I go. 11.
Okay, yes. So you kind of grab it, and then like this person like definitely saw you grab it. Like, hey, you! And then like the fire still distracts them, so they all run over that direction. You guys can just like
them?
yeah. So roll a charming again with disadvantage.
No. Ooh, okay. It's probably gonna be that. Oh, I rolled 6 twice. So wait, you said charm? So 7.
7. Okay, so you kind of like wink again, and then like they're like, ugh, and then like this guy just like went to help with the fire and just let you guys pass through with no problem. Now you have obtained this registration book. This book only holds enough names that you can see. Probably the rest is in that blue light up stuff that you don't know what that is. So, but you open the book and then you see people's name, and some are being crossed, some has not been crossed. There's also kind of like tabs that goes to different years when they, I guess, dates when they should die and things like that.
Is there a way for us to undo a name that's been crossed? Like
what's the whiteout
machine?
Or I was thinking,
Open up a little can of Bic whiteout.
Control Alt Z or Control Alt whatever.
Control Z.
I'm wondering. I ask everyone, I was like, do you think that monster names are in here too?
Don't do it.
We should do it.
What would you guys like to do?
I hold it above my head. I'm like 6'3", so.
No.
Your own good.
We should find
focus on Yuanwu's
Yanwu's dad.
Yanwu's dad. Okay. Should we check now, or should we go to area 116?
Let's check now because he might have been given a different area.
Yeah, so you guys all go to area 116, which is kind of like interesting system. They have a boat, like kind of like a ferry, transfer people to where they want to go. But once you get onto the water, you seem to be like completely get into a mist, and then the mist hides everything. You don't see directions at all. Just after a while, you get off the boat, and then you get to another area exactly the same as you entered the registration area, and it looks exactly identical. But you know this is probably a different area, And as you approach it, there's no one there right now at the moment. And you kind of look around, you guys are just there, and no one's guarding the door, nothing's happening. So basically, what would you like to do?
I want to ask Howie though, Howie, do you see Yuan Wu's dad inside the registry? Like, what does it say, like, for death? Like,
yeah. So so you want to look at the registration book, or you on this table, or do you want to just look
the
at
registration book?
Yeah, there's another registration book on this table.
There's two.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess we'll check this one.
I think check both maybe, because how you're still carrying it, right?
Yeah.
Maybe one of us can check one and the other person can check the other.
Okay.
I'll check the one in the new area.
Cool.
And see if I can find Yuan Wu or his dad.
All right. So you try to find both names, and then one is crossed out, one book is not crossed out. And then you found inconsistency. And then there's no cause of death. Cause of death just left blank.
Which one is there? Which one is crossed out and which one isn't?
So the one you had at the in this area in this area is crossed out. The one you have actually from the beginning, the big gate registration is not crossed out.
Is this whole adventure because of a clerical error in a database?
Yeah, basically.
I look around to see if there's anyone here or anything else besides this registry book.
Yeah. So as you kind of look around, you hear people yelling, but you don't see anything. And suddenly, what you see here is this. Sorry, let me clear this.
I thought she was going to say a third book. Like, no.
A third book. No, it's a demon monster. That is.
Oh my goodness! How that's a large. That's
a large? Yeah, a super large monster. That's much larger even compared to you guys. So you guys compared to it, it's super small.
Whoa.
Can I try talking to the monster?
Yeah. So you talk to the monster. What do you say?
Like, I'm like, my name's Ray. What are you? I'm a monster too, even though I'm in human form. I'm like, I too am a monster. How long have you been hanging out here?
I gently push Ray aside. It's like, I got this. Okay. Bro, what's up?
As you do that, the monster kind of like breathes kind of this kind of like really horrifying like kind of mist that surrounds you, and it's just like green, and then you guys all like feel like taken aback, and then your vision gets blurred, but this monster is basically saying, I'm a demon, not a monster. And then
very different.
Yeah. And then and then kind of like as if like he's so like prestigious, but then like you hear like one man kind of a soul kind of yelling like from the background. It's like, please stop the demon, he's eating our souls.
I think we found the problem. I'm gonna go back into my monster form.
All right, you turn back to your monster.
I am too.
Me too.
And let's beat this guy up.
Yeah, so you roll initiative, everyone.
Let's go, blood pact gang.
Ooh, I got 19.
I got a 2.
I got a 9. Oh wait, I should write it down.
Oh, better than me. Got an 8.
All right, so we're gonna start with Ray.
I'm sorry, all again. Okay, I have my spirit points. Let me see. I think. How close are we to?
It looked like it was right up on us.
I'll try. I'll do the chi blocker for
Yeah,
5.
go ahead.
Yeah. So that demon's not gonna move this turn.
Yeah. Tell everyone what that.
No, for 1 minute.
What that
1
do.
minute. Huh?
Okay.
So it's
yeah,
for 1
just-
minute.
so-
We have
so-
a minute before he starts
Mhm.
reacting.
All right. So you have a minute. He's blocked. His whole body's chi is blocked, and he's locked in place.
Great.
All right. Next we have Isela.
Okay, so we're not gonna beat it up yet, right? And I know that this is a confusing situation, but beating things up, no.
No, I think this one's like a beat up
I
situation.
think this is a beat
Yeah,
up situation.
yeah. Okay, because the last time I started beating things up, I got in a lot of trouble. So I'm just trying to confirm. Okay.
You asked.
I leap with a mighty roar. 4. Well, if I rolled strength, then it's 7.
All right. So you got a roar, and then like its tail just kind of like wiped you, and then like you kind of fall back. But its body is still. It's like trying. It's only its tail is moving, but it makes no damage to you at all. So but you just kind of missed the mark. All right. Next we have Carl.
So I've never done this before, but I think if we have an earthquake here, and since like the monster is kind of locked in place, or the demon's kind of locked in place right now, like we could make an earthquake, right? Is that okay with everyone? Is that a bad idea?
No,
Go
that's
for it.
I feel like it's
Go for it.
50-50 right
Go for it.
now. So okay.
20 feet,
Go
from 20
for
feet away, I shout, "Go for it!"
Okay, so I have to roll 3d. So that's 7 points of 7 spirit points and 3d6 of damage.
Okay.
So that's 6, and then roll one more. 11.
Ooh.
All right, great. So you guys hear suddenly the ground start to shake, and then the monster shaking with it, and then you see stones start falling, and then like actually falling on the monster, and then like it's definitely hurt, but it's stayed from the magic from before. He's blocked and stayed on the ground. No movement from the monster. All right. Awesome.
Nice.
Next, we have Hao Yi.
Okay. I'm going to try to use the Chi Taker and try to take a. So, do I need to be hurt to take his HP, or does it just take anyways?
It just take anyways.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna try to do that and try to acquire a third of his hit point, and
All right.
numerically between 1 and 100, if you can quantify how much a third of it right now is.
All right, great. Yeah. So yeah, basically that kind of like completely kind of get its and then the chi is kind of like taken away from the monster, and you gain some kind of like you get a little bit lightheaded from taking chi from this such huge monster you did not like thought you would, so you lose 1 hit point. Even you are like you kind of oversuck the chi, so you lose 1 hit point. But from there, like the monster is definitely hurting. You can see that it's like definitely did not expect this. All right. Next, we have Yoo-hoo.
Yoo-hoo! Okay, Yoo-hoo pops Szechuan chili and then breathes fire straight into this thing's face. Go, come, eat something real spicy, and I'll spend the spirit points. And yeah, do I roll anything or just the damage?
Yeah, roll attack first. What are you trying to do?
I'm casting Breathe Fire, but
Oh,
I'm
you're
doing
casting
attack.
breath, but then you just do damage. Spell, you just do damage. Yeah.
Okay, let me roll this up. 1 damage.
1 damage. Okay, so you have to fire, and then it's like demon, so you see fire doesn't really do much effect on it, but you still tried. Yeah.
Can
All
I
right.
still attack
Mhm.
on the same turn? Can I breathe fire and then try to like slap him?
you can move, but you cannot attack. So you have
Okay.
1 action per turn. Yeah. So you
Can I
either
jump up?
cast or you. Yeah,
Jump
you
up
jump
onto
up.
his back.
Okay, so you land on its back. Now,
Jump up and kind of take my claws into its back.
I feel like we're doing very well though. Like
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
think
do
so
too.
too.
yeah.
That earthquake was rad.
Yes.
Everyone could do that. That's like, I mean, like anyone.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
only, I mean, it is 7 points. That's pretty
if you have
expensive.
the points.
So the cheat taker, it wasn't effective, right? It was like unaffected by it.
No, I think it was effective, but because it's a demon, it hurt you.
Oh.
Okay, let's review what we know. Okay, so is it safe to assume that this demon being here is the problem, or is there something
Might be like upper management.
upper management?
Oh, can demons take up positions in upper management? Oh, definitely upper management is stepping in.
Stepping in.
But
Very good.
I do have to go soon. So in case things don't wrap up, I think someone else is stepping in for me. Thanks for having me on the stream.
It was great to see you.
Nice seeing you too.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
It was
Nice
nice to
meeting
play
all
with
of
you.
you.
Thank you so much
Banana.
for joining
Bye.
us.
Yeah.
Bye, Banana.
Oh, should I
I
tell?
will be taking over, and we will continue on. So thank you for stopping by, Banana Chan.
Yay! Thanks for having me.
Yep. So I'll be taking over her character. I will do it justice. I promise.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Next time. Thank you.
Keep an eye out for Game Does of Color Expo. It'll be held online this year. Like ticket sales will be up soon. And like it covers like the whole expo covers everything from digital game spaces to tabletop, and puts creators of color at the forefront. So really recommend checking it out. It'll be several days online this year, and then when it's back in person, it's usually held here in New York. So
cool. Hey, do you mind posting a link on chat for us so we can follow it? That'd be awesome. And then after the stream too, if you're just catching us right now during the stream, don't worry. I will be uploading everything from this live stream on the Cartographer YouTube channel sometime next week. So yeah, we are very excited about that. This has been a really fun game so far. We're just waiting on Calvin. So Tim, do you have anything to shamelessly plug while we're on break?
Yeah, my company, Plato Learning. If you have any cousins or you're a parent yourself and you have some kids in our age range, we offer summer camps for kids ages 7 to 12 in New York, in Brooklyn, Manhattan, in Central Park, Northern Manhattan. We've got a camp in New Jersey. We're opening one in Philadelphia and Washington, D.C., and even Richmond, Virginia. And out here on the West Coast, we've got 2 locations in LA opening this year and one in San Francisco that I will be the director of. So if you have any little cousins, siblings, anybody who would be interested in joining a little mythology-based LARPy summer camp, it's a lot of fun. It's great. It gets kids to build a better relationship with storytelling and stories. We even do some role-playing games at camp. We have a version of D&D for the kids that we do. And you can find all that. I'm going to just drop the link in the chat.
Yes, please. Definitely drop the link so we and all of our viewers will be able to check it out. I'm really excited. I think I'm gonna forward this to my cousins because they've got lots of kids in New York, so I think this will be something they would really enjoy.
Yeah, I'm gonna dump it in the private chat that we have here, because I'm not logged into Twitch.
No
Oh,
worries.
that's why I can't post.
I got
I was
you.
wondering how you guys were doing that.
No
Mystery
worries, I got
solved. But
you.
yeah,
I
if
got
somebody
you.
who is logged in can
Yep.
drop it. Yeah, there
I
it
got
is.
you guys. I came
Nice.
prepared. All right. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, we got you, Monique watching. Hey, Monique, hello. All right. So yeah, we're about back. Calvin is back. Vivian, do you have anything to shamelessly plug, or Calvin, do you have
Oh,
anything
no.
to shamelessly plug before we get started?
Not after Tim's like great camp for children. Like, how am I supposed to follow up with that?
I was in a movie.
Yes, yes, you are. No joke though, it is one of my favorite movies. My husband is like, "You're watching that again?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Like, heck.
It is legitimately a great movie. Like even without the whole representation thing and the fact that I'm in it, it's still one of my favorite movies. The problem is that it sounds so egotistical when you say that. And it's like, so what's like some of your favorite films? And like, my favorite romantic comedy of all time is the one I'm in. You may have heard of it.
Yes.
Crazy Rich Asians.
Yes.
I'm a Crazy Rich Asian in the movie. Yeah.
Do you stay in touch with Aquafina?
God, I wish. No, I don't.
Hey, who knows? Maybe down the road, I will be able to ask her to come join us. That would be.
I would love to, but I don't know how.
Monique is wondering if she can join the camp because I too would be interested in
You have an adult version?
Unfortunately, to be a camper, you have to be a camper age. However, if you're interested in working with us, either as like a counselor or one of our monsters, for one of our quests, you can go to the careers spot on our website, which there's no drop-down menu for it, but if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you can see it.
Hey, I can be a phoenix monster. We'll talk. Heck. Let me put my cosplay thing to use.
That's adorable.
All right. It looks like we're back, you guys. We're back. We're fighting the monster.
All right. Sorry, the app was behaving really poorly today. Actually, and it doesn't. It's like keep crashing recently. I need to figure out why.
It was perfect timing,
Yeah.
Joanna. It was perfect timing. That was good.
I am just but let's keep going. So we have the monster ready, and then we have just have our tiger. One of the tigers jump onto its back. So what's next? Who's next? I lost my I lost everyone.
Oh, no
I
worries.
think
I got
it's
you.
Ray.
Yeah. So I'm 19. Howie was 9. And I guess Ka, who's now Monique, is 9. Wait, my brain. Okay, and then Tim, Yuhu is 2, and Thalia is 13. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and what am I gonna do? So it sounds like fire is bad, right? Like fire is not gonna help us with this demon.
It might not be the case. I just got a 1 for my damage, so maybe it could work.
I can't imagine since we're in hell, fire would do much damage, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't think I have like ice. I think I will try to bite the demon's leg. So what do I do for that?
Yeah, you can just action bite, and then you try roll attack first, and then you will roll for damage.
Okay, so roll first for attack. Okay. What do I apply to that? Strength or no? Or I'm not great.
Yeah, apply to strength.
Well, that's 0. So I got 17.
Okay.
That'll do it.
And then it's a, what is it? It's a D6. Ooh. That was a 3.
A straight. Okay, yeah. So you bite. It's like it's definitely painful. It's like now like it has been breastfed on biting on legs. Definitely happening. Yep. Definitely hurting. It's howling. Yep. So now, yeah. So we have Isila.
Okay, so I was thrown far away by its tail swipe. I charge. I do a big charge. I leap. I claw. 16 plus 2. 18.
All right, that definitely hits. What next?
I am on its back.
Damage.
Oh yeah, I'm on its back. I
Mhm.
take my claws. I get a 3.
All right,
And-
so you claw it. Ah. All right.
Justice for ancestors.
Yeah, it's you see, it's like like definitely the claw. Oh, everything you guys are doing is definitely working. How you? What would you like to do?
I'm gonna summon my weapon, which is like a parasol, but more of a bludgeoning weapon. So I take that out, and I just started hit his feet. I was like, "Stop it! We're just trying to help humans."
Yeah, no attack.
Do we add anything to attack?
Yeah, roll your strength because you're
Okay, so 14 total.
14. Yeah, definitely hits. So what? Roll damage with your
4.
4. Yes, it's like that.
Nice.
Umbrella is definitely a parasol is definitely hurting. It's somehow like making more damage than a claw that's on the like, it's cutting through. Next, you.
I'm going to tap into my tiger instincts, and since I'm on this thing's back, Yuhu's going to try to bite its neck and try to sever its spinal cord. But I'm going to take a suggestion from the chat and put a little sauce on there. I'm going to dab some
Yes.
hoisin sauce on there,
Yes.
and then just. Ow.
All right, go ahead. Go with strength.
I got a 10. Does that hit?
Yeah. Like this thing is super huge. It's huge, so it's like very easy to hit. So
Nice.
so now roll damage.
Yeah, roll a d6, right?
Yeah.
Something better. Ooh, 5. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. So that definitely that tasted awful, but
But I put the sauce on there.
But you put the sauce on it, so it makes it a little bit better. I think Carl. I think I skipped your turn, so Carl.
All right, no worries though. I am trying to get used to her stat sheet. Let me do a tail swipe. I want to trip this monster.
All right, go
Let's
ahead.
see. Okay, that is a 14. Does a 14 hit?
14 hits. Roll
Nice.
damage.
Damage time. And that is a 4 damage.
All right, so you sweep, and then as you actually make the final sweep, the monster hoards one more time, and then kind of like falls flat on the ground, and then it kind of like have a just poof disappeared, and it transformed into kind of like a more smaller form of actually small of this guy.
Hey.
Aww.
And then,
Oh.
and then you look at you guys and like, don't hurt me, please, don't hurt me. And then as he says, like, I don't feel good, and then he starts to vomit, and then you
Oh my god.
like kind of like the human souls he has sucked just flews out.
I've been
And
there. I've been there.
I'm
Yeah.
still on his back, right? So I'm just rubbing it like
yeah, so
let it
you're
out.
just
Let it out.
and then like he's like about to speak and then like one more time, and then you see more human souls kind of being vomited out, and then like now like you're surrounded by human souls, which are kind of like the ghosty kind of form you've seen before, but like more but here the human souls more in actual form with more human form, so kind of they sway a little bit, but they kind of like all surrounds you, and then like they ask plea for like thank you, please help us get back to our world, please.
I want to go up to this maybe former demon guy, still demon person, and while I think Yuhu's still comforting the demon, right? So I'm just like, but I'm like trying to like not get too close because of the vomit. Just be like, but I crouch down a bit, and I'm just like, hey, like, I'm Ray. Like, are you okay?
Yeah, so with this exchange he's like crying like and he's like I'm just I'm actually just a pet of the demon god, and I pretended I'm a demon, but I'm actually not. And then he kind of like, please spare me, I don't know what I was doing.
Oh, you guys, you gotta help him.
I mean, why didn't you just tell us in the first place before we started attacking you?
Bullying is a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I thought you guys are not that strong, but I was wrong.
Is that a pun, bullying? But
Nice.
I
Wait,
love
you
it.
attacked us because hold on, I gotta do my, you attacked us because you thought we weren't strong, and then we beat you up, and now you're apologizing.
Because we're strong.
It's kind of like,
Really kind.
yes.
All right, this guy's not good. I don't feel bad.
I turn around and like I like call out into the crowd. I'm like, is Yuan Wu's dad from Yuan here?
And then you see a man, kind of middle-aged man walking past and says, oh, thank God, my son got the message. I'm Yuan Dai. Yes,
Ah,
I am
We
the
have a
father.
name now.
Yuan Dai, nice to meet you. Well, it seems like him and all these other souls were just brought in here because this guy got hungry. So I say we all hold hands with these souls and walk them back out to the mortal world to restore order.
But what should we do about this guy? The demon of the underworld's pet.
He might do this again.
Let's chuck him in the river with that monster underneath the bridge. So that
Or should we bring him back to the human world so that the demon doesn't have a pet anymore? Maybe he can hang out with the dragon.
Yeah. I feel like you should have to do community service.
The dragon could help facilitate that.
Yeah, the dragon could remediate him. All right. Yoo-hoo kind of like digs his claws in and starts pushing the demon forward, like, you're coming with us. We're getting you out of here, but you have a debt to pay.
Yeah, so you kind of hushed like everyone kind of like off. As you kind of go out back to your area, you see actually the souls kind of just like as soon as they pass through this misty river that you pass through, went back to the registration area, they kind of like immediately just lifted themselves up and float up to the sky, and then like you can see that they probably went back to Earth. Just as that. Now it's a lot of ghosts going back. Has their body been destroyed? You don't know. But if they're going back to their body, they're going back to their body. If they don't have a body, you have a ghost problem on Earth. But you see all the souls kind of lifted, and then just kind of like, because they're not supposed to be here. And as you kind of hold hands by hand and push this guy back to the human world, and you reappear again into the garden where the portal was of that witch that you saw with the dragon pet. So you go back to where you started, going in the journey. And so what would you like to do?
We're in the forest again?
Yeah, you're in the garden again.
Oh. I flagged down, I think her name was Ying.
Yep,
Or-
Ying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I say,
I love that dragon card so much.
yeah, the dragon card.
I do too. It's
Very
so
cute.
Cool.
I go up to the dragon cart and ask if he has any
Oh,
bao.
Sorry.
Oh, you ask if what?
If he has any bao. I'm hungry.
Oh.
Stop making me hungry.
Yeah, you
Some
ask
dim sum
the
right
Maybe,
now.
You-
maybe some siu mai, some egg tarts.
Oh
You-
man.
Some up in here.
Yuhu notices
Killing
this and tosses Ithalia one of his bow. That also restores 5 HP.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah. So
hey, you got some shumai?
yeah. So like the kind of like the lady kind of stare at you when you ask for food, and then he just kind of like stare at you, but then he smiled and then went to the cart and brought up exactly what you were looking for.
Nice. Yeah, does her cart have like a kitchen in it? Could I start making a restorative meal for everybody?
Yeah, there's like a remote like stovetop kind of thing.
Yuhu gets to work cooking up some shumai for everyone.
So that pet is an ox?
So yeah, so that pet is an ox demon. It's more like a weird ox that kind of like demons rise on, or like they have a like rider pet. So yeah, so you hunt like the witch kind of look at the pet demon and then kind of like smells like, see that you caught something.
Yeah.
I approach was it Gadza or Gitza?
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, like, do you think you can like help help give some community service and make sure this ox is on the right path?
Yeah, he kind of look at she look at you, and then the dragon he look at you, and then kind of like just like nods, and then like the witch said, "We'll take care of him."
Can I give the dragon a hug?
Oh, you give the dragon a hug, and then the dragon again give you 1 spirit point to return your chi. Yeah.
I look around for Yuan Wu to see if we've completed our quest.
Yuan Wu is still there waiting for you, actually. So he kind of he's like, okay, so how did it go? Did you guys did you find my dad?
Yes.
We sure found.
Have you seen your dad? I counter his question with a question.
Yeah, he's
Question.
Nice.
Did you cremate your dad?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay, great. You should probably go to wherever you buried him or left the body, because he's coming back.
What? And then he kind of runs, just runs away.
Just runs away.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. So
Okay.
and then as he ran away, he kind of says like yeah, we thank you, and we owe you one, and then kind of just ran away. Yeah.
Okay.
All right then.
And I guess like I ask like Ying, like so we were just kind of minding our business today, but I'm curious if you know like a good way that we can become immortal, like we don't want to go back there.
No, it seems
Yeah.
awful.
I could
bureaucratic.
go back there because I haven't received my complaint has not been dealt with. The level of service was frankly abysmal.
It was abysmal.
And-
It was.
And I will not stand for that. I'm going down there again. I'm gonna sort this out.
She kind of nods and then like basically say thank you for your courage of trying to solve this, and for this I think you have done the human world a great deal. And then she kind of pats you on the shoulders, like Isela, and then you gain 5 spirit points, and then for the rest of the crew, he goes to Ray and says, "You asked for knowledge, and it's this," and then kind of give you a book, and then just like, and then she kind of smiles. Do you know how to read?
Yes. No, I think Yoo-hoo knows how to read. He reads recipe books.
And I definitely know. I know how to read, but I don't write well.
Okay. And then she's like, for those who know how to read, you can find some knowledge in here. It is not specifically about becoming immortal, but you look at the title, it's basically a moral philosophy book. Teaching you how to be a good person.
By
And,
Immanuel
like,
Kant.
so like this would be really helpful.
Got it. Yoo-hoo opens it up and just starts skimming, and then realizes that it's like super dense, and slowly closes it and tucks it away, like, for later.
You're gonna stick to cooking. Where's my shumai at?
It's like, for
Oh,
you,
right.
I
You
have
get back in
some
the
time.
kitchen.
And then she pulls out a soy sauce, like soy sauce that's like kind of her homemade, and I give it to Yoo-hoo. It's like, here, I think you would appreciate this.
Yoo-hoo does the little like chef thing where he puts a little dab on his finger and tastes it and goes, and starts chuffing. Which is what tigers do, because they can't purr, but they can do a thing called chuffing that sounds a little deeper.
Yeah, and then she turns to Hao Yi, the snake, and says, "You, young lady, I'll give you a gift to always be brave." And then kind of like basically just hands you kind of like a hand warmer. It's not like anything like special, but she's like with this, you will have the courage to always speak up without issue, and it will keep you warm as well.
I put it on immediately. I was like, it feels like a warm hug.
Oh.
Nice.
But then I turn into a snake and I crawl into it.
Yeah, and then she goes to Isela and says, "Brave one, for you sorting things onward, I think this would help." And then give you basically a sword that kind of looks really weird in shape. It's a crescent shape, and it has like circles underneath each of the. It's kind of a moon cycle sword, and says, "This will track when the demons are most powerful, so you know when you go down there if you should attack or not. Be wise."
I'm sorry, what is not attack?
You will learn. And then she kind of turns. For Cal, she hands back like some very pretty pebbles. It's not the same the ones she gave her, but like it's just a different collection. And so
Chinese.
you would find this very pretty and useful for your future attacks in life. And then she also like said, you also share the book with Ray. Hope that would help.
Okay. We're excited. Open the book a little bit and take a look inside and stare at my new shinies. Shiny.
Shiny, yeah.
Yes. Old
so-
Tamatoa moment.
Yeah, so as you kind of stay there, like she kind of like moves around, and then like the kind of like demon type guy just follows her, knows what he needs to do, and the cart kind of like just the dragon start to pull the cart, and they go away, like slowly kind of
What
disappear.
happened to the garden?
Yeah, and then you see the garden kind of just like misty kind of happens, and everything when
Not the garden.
Oh, I wanted to frolic in that garden.
Yuhu quickly takes his little steamer of shumai off the grill before they disappear. And it opens up and then just starts tossing them out
Wait, tossing them where?
into your guys' mouths.
Yeah, I like catch it with my beak.
Yeah.
All right, that concludes our session today, guys. Thank you.
Yay!
Thank you so much, Joanna. This was so much fun.
Thank you. And
So
this is so
awesome.
beautiful. Like just the visuals are so great, and just
Amazing.
encountering that ghost moving around. I was like, oh god.
Yeah. Love
Thank
it.
you so much. Like,
Thank you everyone for watching. There's a lot of people who thank you guys. We really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed the game. But yeah, like we'll definitely keep everyone posted on our launch and other projects that we're running. We will have more of these one-shot games live. And I know somebody asked if we'll have like a regular game running. Down the road, we'll plan on doing that. But in the meantime, we're gonna do one-shots because it's a little bit better for our schedule. But yeah, did we want to? Yep, go ahead.
No, just talking about the competition next week. We are in a business competition among with a lot of other people. So it's very interesting to see us nerds, like kind of D&D players, get into a business competition and make to the finals round of the business competition. So it's kind of insane, crazy. Whether we win or not, we would love your support on the day off. So it's May 14th. Monica will put the links when
I will, yes. And we do have a Facebook link for that. So we have the Crazy Rich Asian. We are the Crazy Geek Asians. So I don't know.
I mean, we're already
Hey, it works.
It's all fun.
All right. Well, before we end, let's do a round of shamelessly plug your social medias and any current projects you have one last time before we sign off. Let's start with Calvin. Oh, you're muted, buddy.
Yeah, of course I was. Yeah, you can just follow me on Twitter. That's my name right there, Itela.
Itela.
That's
Yep. And then Vivian, would you like to let our viewers know where to find you, and if you have any anything to shamelessly plug?
Yeah, let me put it on my name. My Instagram handle is unscripted. I post a lot of D&D tips and tricks. So please follow me if you like my content. I don't post very often, so if you don't like it, you won't see me very often.
Oh. Well, we love having you in the show, so we'll see if we can catch you again for the next one shot.
Thank you. This is fun.
And Tim?
Hey. Hello. If you want my Instagram handle, it's there at Panthera_Maximus. Check out Camp Half-Blood or Camp Jupiter or the Daring Camp for Girls, or you can just type in Plato Learning if you want to find more about summer camps. And yeah, that's all I'll plug.
All right. Emperatriz.
Yeah, I guess I had plugged it earlier, but Game Devs of Color Expo. I had put the link in earlier, but yeah, I put it in earlier in the chat, and also not exactly games related, but Asian American related. If you can follow me on social media at MPRT RZNG. It's my whole name, but like without vowels. But on either Instagram or Twitter, and I'll be participating in the Kundaman Mentorship Lab Fellowship that's like dedicated to like like the community of like Asian American writers. So definitely keep an eye out for myself, but also like the other amazing writers in that cohort who are like working on novels, working on poetry collections, working on memoirs. So yeah.
All right. And one last shameless plug. We are in a competition next Friday. I posted the registration link to the Eventbrite. It is absolutely free. If you would like to register there and vote for us at 6 p.m. Eastern Time for Team Cartographer, so we can be part of the, we can win the competition. That would be amazing. Yeah, just click on the link, register, and you will get your tickets on the mail, so on the email, so you can get a notification when it's up. And yep, once again, I am Monica, co-founder of Cartographer, also of Geeks A Go-Go, and ShePrep, and a lot of other stuff. So, so yeah,
She's doing like 5 jobs at the same time. And
I know, right? I'm like, all my 5 jobs. So yeah, we are so happy to have you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And Joanna, go on ahead and close the session for us.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us, and hope you enjoyed being a monster or watching someone being a monster. If you are interested in becoming a monster, also we're playing at Anime Central, so definitely you can sign up there as well to play our one-shot games. Thank you.
Thank you for watching, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Go get some dim sum.
Bye.
Bye.